Date 2. On a family cruise, my daughter spent 3 hours waiting alone in the hot sun while the rest of the family went on a private excursion without her. They acted like it was no big deal. Then she said, "Will you do what you promised?" I said, "Yes." By dinner, the whole family was in complete panic mode. There was the group text about the family reunion sent to everyone but me, the Christmas slideshow with photos of every niece and nephew, including ones I barely knew, except Celia, the birthday party where every kid got a goodie bag filled with toys and treats, and Celia's had a broken crayon, a pen, and a wrapped peppermint. "She's older," Jill said. "The others are still into that stuff. She was 9. Even when Celia tried to connect, it felt like she was being held at arm's length. The other cousins would form little clusters, whispering and giggling. Celia would hover just outside the group, holding her cup or her plate like it might earn her an invitation. Sometimes she'd catch my eye across the room and smile like everything was fine. Sometimes she wouldn't smile at all. We talked about it, Daniel and I, quietly after she went to bed. At first, we debated whether we were reading too much into things, whether maybe it was just the usual family weirdness. But then came the night Celia asked if she was just visiting our life, like maybe this was a trial and we hadn't told her. I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "I don't think they think I'm real family." That was when I stopped pretending. Daniel sat her down that night and told her something we should have said sooner. "If they ever make you feel small again," he said, "we'll walk away. No more second chances. We don't need their permission to protect you." Celia didn't cry. She just nodded. Cool. When the cruise came up, I hesitated. It was a big trip, 5 days, shared cabins, meal plans, activities with cousins. I didn't want her getting hurt, but she was excited. She kept asking if she could bring her camera, if there would be snorkeling, if maybe the other kids would finally get to know her better. "It'll be different this time," she said. She packed days in advance, picked out her goggles, and practiced jumping into the pool so she'd be ready. She kept saying, "I think they'll really like me this time." The morning of the excursion, we all met for breakfast. There were 2 excursions that day, one calm and scenic, one more adventurous. Celia picked the adventurous one. So did the other kids, so did Jill, and a few adults. Daniel and I went with the calmer group. We kissed Celia goodbye, reminded her to wear sunscreen, told her to have fun. She waved and said, "I will." She was so proud to be going without us, so proud to be one of them. And then they left her, told her there wasn't room, that Asher wanted to go when he was younger, so she should understand. They left her by the dock with her towel, her goggles, and a dying phone. She waited 3 hours. And when we found her, she didn't cry, she didn't complain, she just looked at me and asked if it counted. It did. Everything she'd put up with, everything we'd brushed off, everything we thought she was strong enough to shrug away, it all came to a point right there on that dock. And when she asked, "Will you do what you promised?" I said, "Yes." No hesitation, no looking around for a softer option, no more being the bigger person. 3 hours later, the group chat exploded. And by dinner, the family was in panic mode. We didn't go back to the ship. We walked Celia to the hotel just past the boardwalk.